If you're interested to know exactly how I went from literally zero to over $5,000 a day, as you can tell right over here, that is exactly what I'm going to be explaining to you very thoroughly in this video. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing you need to understand is that your product has to be mass marketable. So you can't just go out there and promote a very, very niche down product. I mean, technically you can, but it has a ceiling or a cap to it. You can make a lot of money with a very specific product, but if it's only so big, such as fly fishing, like you have a fly fishing rod, that is only available or can only be sold to so many people. So the product has to have a big upside potential with a big market. A great example of products like this that I love to share with you is BlendJet. BlendJet is backed by Jen Selter. And another one can be like High Smile Teeth or Snow Teeth Whitening. These, for High Smile Teeth, they are a mass marketable product. Everybody wants whiter teeth. And BlendJet, even though it caters to a very specific type of person, that market is big enough. The fitness, the nutritionists, etc. Those markets have millions and millions and millions of people in there. So it's definitely a product that's mass marketable. So you want to go out there and find a product that's also mass marketable that you can go ahead and have a high upside potential for. Because the last thing you want to do is close yourself into a specific product or a very small niche of people and not be able to sell a lot of products, and you might make a lot of money really quickly and very fast and in a short amount of time, and then it just stops and dies off. That's the worst thing that can happen. So one of the things that I would recommend if you want to know exactly what you can sell and spy on people, I would suggest taking a look at website resale marketplaces such as Flippa.com. And if you go on Flippa, you can actually take a look at the e-commerce stores, and they'll give you the URLs and they'll tell you how much money these stores are making. So if you know how much money these stores are making, what you have the ability to do is, in essence, kind of mimic or carbon copy, but not word for word because that's stealing. So you want to take a look at what they're doing and try to mimic what they're doing and what they're selling and try to make it even better. Perhaps maybe add a bundle or add some more products. You can find the same products on AliExpress half of the time, which makes your life so much easier because, again, if you know what's selling and what's working, all you have to do is go out there and replicate it. But again, don't literally verbatim copy it word for word. You want to just get an idea and then run with that idea. So use sites like Flippa, even Empire Flippers, but Empire Flippers doesn't give you the URL, but sometimes they might talk about the niche in the description, and that's definitely something that I would suggest looking at, and other website flipping marketplaces so you can get better ideas. So store creation is a whole other monster in itself. Now, if you're a veteran and you know how to go out there and create stores, it might take you about an hour to 2 hours. However, if you're a beginner or somebody who is just getting started, it might take you 3 to 5 hours to create a store from the ground up. Learning where all the settings are, learning what needs to be checked on, what needs to be checked off. And store creation isn't really a hard task. What I do currently right now is I run one product stores with a debut theme. So if you create a Shopify.com account, they're going to go ahead and allow you to create an e-commerce store using their platform. They offer you free themes. I like to use the free theme called Debut. And with Debut, I like to use the software TriFunnels. And TriFunnels, what it does is it creates one product funnels or multiple product funnels inside of your store. And then the Debut theme, I'll actually go out there, have the menus just go right to the TriFunnel page. So all I'm using Debut theme for is a very nice and clean home page. And then if they click a link, it takes them right to the funnel page. So that's what I like to do right now. And I have a video down in the description below or around here somewhere if I released it already, explaining and showing how, a step-by-step tutorial, what I do to create these type of sites. So again, creating a store is crucial, and it's definitely something that I suggest you learn how to do properly. Because if you mess up your store creation, perhaps maybe you might limit people from buying, or perhaps maybe you don't have your payment structure set up correctly and you can't receive payments because you checked something off incorrectly, or maybe your store's locked. So make sure you're creating your site correctly from the ground up. It's very important that you do so. Next up is that you have your product, and again, you should have a product and do your research. You should have a store created, and then third, what you're gonna go out there and do is smash the like button on this video if you currently are enjoying content like this. Listen, I create content like this very often, and it really helps if you click the like button, and it helps me out in the algorithm as well. So third, in reality, what you need to do is create Facebook ads. But how do you create Facebook ads exactly? Well, pretty simple. The easiest route would to be going to Fiverr.com, and if you're part of my Discord channel, I'm gonna have some Fiverr gigs in there that you can use, and they'll create ads for your dropshipping store, or they'll create ads for your brand store, whatever it is. that person will create ads for you. They'll do all the hard work and heavy lifting for you. It might be like $20, $30, and you have this ad that's created. Now, I'm gonna be showing you some ads on your screen right now, and these are ads that I created personally using a software called promo.com. And promo.com, I have no affiliation with it. It's a great site to use to create videos like the one you're seeing on your screen right now. And again, these ads can be exported in the format for Facebook ads, for Instagram, etc. So you want to go out there and test different creatives. When it comes down to advertising your store and your products, the most important thing you need to keep in mind is number one, your product, and then number two, your creatives or your ads that you're using. You want to create as many different variations of your ads as you possibly can and test them. That is the key to winning at the dropshipping game. Now, when it comes down to advertising, what I would suggest is using Facebook ads if you have the ability to. If not, I would suggest going over to the Google Shopping Network and then going ahead and using Google AdWords as well. So again, there's a lot of different venues or routes that you can use to go out there and advertise your products. It really is dependent on what you're trying to do and what your goals are. But I would suggest for everybody to learn Facebook ads because it has the highest upside potential and it could give you the best possible ROIs imaginable. So something I wanted to throw in here really quickly is a lot of people don't realize that Facebook isn't the only place to advertise. You know, it's crazy because something that I brought up a long time ago was that Snapchat was going to be a great medium to advertise on. I've been preaching about this, that Snapchat ads would be really, really good to get involved with. And just for the record, as you can see right over here, I spent $500. The paid impressions were 142,000, and the CPM was $3.52, which again, if you know anything about a CPM, which is the cost for every 1,000 impressions, you know that that's extremely, extremely cheap. That's a six-figure campaign if you're running it on Facebook ads. Typically, the cost for every 1,000 impressions on a platform like Facebook ads, a winning one can be, like $7, $8. This is half of that. So essentially, what I'm trying to tell you here is that there's a lot of potential here. And for the record, this is the cost per swipe up, CPSU, cost per swipe up. And how many swipe ups did we get? 6,239. Now that's the equivalent of a click. That's kind of like Snapchat's quote unquote clicks. That's essentially what I wanted to show you over here on this particular campaign. And again, this one is a little skewed with data because this was ran so long ago, but this is exactly what I wanted to show you in regards to how cheap and how profitable and the upside potential of Snapchat. And of course, if you're part of the Discord group, you can go ahead and talk to our members who are using Snapchat ads as well and start asking them questions if you have any other questions that you want answered. And lastly, what I'm going to tell you is you need to test. It's so important that you test. A lot of people, they'll go out there and they'll spend $200, $300, $400 on testing their advertisement, and unfortunately they might break even or even take a loss of $100 to $150. And what people don't realize is that every single advertising location requires data to be input in order for it to give you a good output. That means you have to spend money to allow it to collect data so you can go out there and have a profitable ad campaign. And most people, they give up because they see that they're down $150 and like, okay, this is not going to work. Unfortunately, you probably have a winning product if you follow the magic formula product selection. It's just that you don't wait enough to get enough data because Facebook needs to go out there and gather data to know who wants to purchase your product. So you always want to be testing. Always be testing. And obviously, dropshipping is one of the best routes and vehicles that you can go out there right now in businesses to build to start earning some side income or even making it your primary income. And what I would recommend is just taking a look at, some of these people on your screen right over here. They are live, living testaments of people that have gone out there, started a dropshipping store, and they're just like you, just like me, trying to go out there and make a better life for themselves. So again, I just want to let you know that it's possible. One thing that I wish I had when I first got started was people telling me and showing me and giving me inspiration. This is what I'm doing, showing you inspiration, because dropshipping works and it's very, very, very profitable if done correctly. But if you're following people that aren't giving you the right information, unfortunately, you're just not going to see any results or a lot of results that you want to see. you're gonna just kind of get subpar results. If you need more help and want to chat with me and everybody else in the community for free, there's a link in the description for a Discord group, and I recommend you go ahead and come along and chat with me and everybody else if you need help. And again, if you really want help and you're really serious about learning dropshipping even more, I definitely suggest joining the Discord group. I post products in there and update videos and help as many people as I possibly can when I have the free time. And you can chat with me if you need. So again, the link is down in the description down below. So DanFam Notification Squad, thank you so much for coming out here. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you click like on this video and don't forget to subscribe with notifications, and I'll see you tomorrow.